What is going on, everyone? It is officially Dallas Cowboys week at the Link. Oh man, it's going to be electric. But one thing we have to talk about is do we really match up with the top of the NFC? I watched that game. I'm sure everybody did. Drew Brees, the Saints against the Rams, both powerhouses in the NFC right now. Do we compete with that? Do we have enough to be able to score at will like they can? I mean, let's be real. I wouldn't even be worried about the defense because they're going to get theirs offensively. Drew Brees, the Rams, they're going to score points no matter what defense is on the field. It comes down to, can you match them offensively? Can you produce the same amount of scoring as they can? Now, I understand that there are still 8 games left in the season for the Eagles. I get it. We acquired Golden Tate, and that can change this offense insanely. But what we saw yesterday, that showdown, that shootout, I look at this Eagles team, and I'm not saying it's impossible to beat those teams, but what I'm going to say is it's going to be hard as hell, especially because we're going to have to enter their barn. It won't be at the Link. And that brings me to another argument I want to talk about, is we saw the Redskins lose. We saw the Falcons go into Washington and literally destroy them, which helps the Eagles out tremendously. The Redskins are now 5-3. But I will say this, they have an easy schedule compared to what the Eagles have left on their schedule. Do I think the Eagles can win this division? There's no doubt in my mind the Eagles are talented enough. They have the best team on paper to win the division. We're sitting at 4-4. The Redskins are 5-3. Yes, it's very capable. Very capable. It gives me more hope, that's for damn sure. I definitely have more hope. But I look at this Eagles team, and I look at what I watched yesterday afternoon, and I just think to myself, do we really have enough? I know that there's plenty of time to go on a ride, go on a streak. But keep in mind, those streaks, we got to go in to the Saints barn. We need to go in to L.A. That's how those streaks have to happen. We got to win games like that. And can we win 1 and 2? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying it's going to be on a whole nother level of hard. We shot ourselves in the foot so bad. Oh, I hate watching the Bucs because they stink. They are so bad. How they whooped our asses, I have no clue. And the Titans lost. I mean, those 2 losses literally could come down to bite our butts so bad to the point of ruining what happens this postseason, if we even get there. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't think a wild card happens out of the NFC East. Not when you have that South. Not when you have potentially the North. I don't know. I just don't see a wild card coming out of the NFC East. I'm not trying to be negative. There's plenty of time to go on a ride. I just look at what this team has produced for us through 8 games, which is only half the season. And I just question if we have the type of offense to be able to compete at the top tier level. The addition of Golden Tate can change that. And we have to see what that will bring this back half. I already mentioned what Golden Tate can do if he goes to the outside. The defense have to respect our throwing game more. Brings guys out of the box, which can affect our run game. On top of that, it gives more weapons to Carson Wentz. It's possible. It is possible. So my questions to you. With the Redskins going down, do you have more hope that we can go out and win this division? Being 4-4 and the Skins are 5-3, understanding our schedule that's left compared to theirs. And what are your thoughts about the NFC as a whole? Do you believe that we have enough to compete with the Drew Brees and the Saints, the Rams? Do you believe we have enough offensively to compete with that? I mean, you're talking shootouts. Shootouts, even early in the Patriots-Packers game, shootouts. Can we score at will? There's a lot to get going here. I know that Doug Peterson's going to have a blast putting Golden Tate in this lineup, drawing up plays. I know by week 17 it's going to be a totally different offense, so I hope. But I'm just saying. Factor in maybe Mac Hollins, maybe Mike Wallace comes back, totally different receiving core. There's a lot that can change. But right now, as of what we saw in the first 8, those are some questions I have for myself when looking at the Eagles and looking at the rest of the NFC. Not trying to be negative. I'm just looking at it with my eyeballs. And that's what I think. Let me know down below on your thoughts. I'm very interested. Thank you for watching. Go Birds. It is Dallas Cowboys week.